Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to break 1897. We got there. Thank you so much to everyone who jumped in, helped fill this break. It's taken a bit, but we got there. We got two, hopefully, massive Paddock Pass hobby boxes to open. Hopefully, we get some big hits. I'm pretty keen to open these up. I've just finished night shift last night, and I haven't had much sleep at all, so too excited to open these boxes. Say hello if you're here in the chat. Everyone's teams are next to their name on the screen next to the boxes there. Let's start this break. Good luck all. First box. Alrighty, we have 16 packs per box, 8 cards a pack. I'll put that to the side there. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Alright, let's start off. Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Zhou Guanyu, Lando Norris, and in the green, I don't think that's anything. We've got a... Oh, I think this is a case hit behind. It is World Stage Valtteri Bottas, Nathan McLean. We'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is case hit. One of the short prints. Congrats. In the red we have George Russell, and behind that Lando Norris. Beautiful looking card, that one. Alright, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen, Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas. Behind that, we have Andre Stella for Team Principles. I don't think that's numbered. No, I've got to be careful this time because we missed the out of 10 last time in the grey. That is just a refractor. Behind that, David Coulthard in the power pack, 2 per box. For the Legends there to Craig. In the red, Valtteri Bottas. And behind that, Mike for the Team Principles. And the chrome. So every pack has a red and a chrome, the last 2 cards. Alexander Albon, Vasseur for Ferrari, Hulkenberg again, Sergio Perez, and we might have our first numbered 37 out of 75. Good luck. It is Pierre Gasly. Is it going to be another Alpine box? The last box we broke, it was full of it. Who is on Gasly? Shane Steedoff, congrats mate. Behind that, Carlos Sainz in the red, and in the chrome, we have one of the Team Principles. Good start. Lower numbered card. 2 seconds. There we go. Got a bit better lighting on here. Alrighty. Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, Alexander Albon, Carlos Sainz, and behind that we have Esteban Ocon and Nico Hulkenberg in the angle of attack. And the refractor there. And behind that in the red as well, Nico Hulkenberg. And Oscar Piastri in the chrome. Logan Sargent, Lando Norris, Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Max Verstappen, and behind that we have, in the black, Zhou Guanyu. So 2 of these per box as well. Behind that in the red, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in the chrome. This will be a reserve driver for Ferrari. Yep, so Ferrari reserve drivers, Scott, Lance Stroll, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, and in the chrome, Danny Rick. In the, sorry, not the chrome, the refractor. Very nice. Behind that, Lando Norris in the Nightscapes. Beautiful looking cards. Behind that, in the red, Esteban Ocon, and in the chrome, Fernando Alonso. Those Nightscape cards are nice. What is everybody up to today? Reserve driver, Van Dorn. Never heard of him. Lewis Hamilton, Zhou Guanyu, Mick Schumacher for the reserve drivers, Logan Sargent, and in the green, numbered to 275, it is Antonio I can't even say that name. But it is for the reserve drivers. Scott Warwick, congrats mate, in the green. Behind that, Kevin Magnussen and Sergio Perez. Is that the guy that passed away? If anyone's in the chat, he died at the Spa Grand Prix. I think it might be. We've got reserve driver, Danny Ricciardo, Stella for the team principals, Max Verstappen, Giovinazzi, I think his name is. He's still alive? Oh, wrong person then. And behind that, Lance Stroll in the inner blur. Behind that, Lewis Hamilton in the red. And Charles Leclerc in the chrome. Alright, halfway through the first box. Couple of numbered cards. A Nightscape. Hopefully we can get some better ones than that. An auto. Hoping for an auto. Kevin Magnussen. Lewis Hamilton. George Russell. Valtteri Bottas. And behind this in the purple, numbered 275, Nick Hulkenberg in the purple there. To Scotty. Congrats, mate. Nice numbered Hulkenberg there. Behind that, in a blur, Hulkenberg again. It's a Hulkenberg box at the moment. And Valtteri Bottas in the red. And George Russell in the chrome. $69 out of $75. Carlos Sainz. Hulkenberg again. Alonso. Yuki Tsunoda. And in a refractor, here he is again. Giovinazzi in the refractor. And behind that, Carlos Sainz. Yeah, oh, stuck together. There we go. In the power pack. Behind that, Oscar Piastri in the red. And Valtteri Bottas in the chrome. Lance Stroll, George Russell, Valtteri Bottas, Oscar Piastri, and Logan Sargent. And we might have Pierre Gasly in angle of attack. Is that numbered? No. Looks like a bit of a different tinge there. But not numbered. Behind that, Logan Sargent in the red and Hulkenberg in the chrome. Zhou Guanyu, Verstappen, Sargent, Lando Norris, Bottas, and we have Nightscapes to 25. Here we go. Good luck all. Kevin Magnussen out of 25, who is on Lachlan Mooney. Bang. That is a nice card. Let's get that one in a one touch. Out of 25 in the Nightscapes. We'll take that. We have Zhou Guanyu in the red. and Fernando Alonso in the chrome. 4 packs left in the first box. Danny Ricciardo, Lewis Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, Feynman in the team principals, another team principal, Komatsu, and behind that might be the black, I think it is, Mick Schumacher for the reserve drivers in the black there, not numbered. Behind that, Fernando Alonso in the red and Max Verstappen in the chrome. Come on, give us an auto. Give us something. Something good. Danny Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Fittipaldi for the reserves. Lewis Hamilton. What do we got here? We have Max Verstappen in the refractor. And what do we got here? Not sure what this one is. It's backwards, so let's go to the back there. Esteban Ocon in the chrome. Yuki Tsunoda will be in the red. Have we got an auto? No, I don't think so. It's just it's just the insert, Valtteri Bottas. Aerodynamic. There you go. All for nothing. Got a couple of nice cards there. The Max Verstappen in the refractor. Alright, 2 packs left in the first box. Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez, Pierre Gasly, Charles Leclerc. Is this another black? Shouldn't be. No, just Lando Norris base. And behind that we have, out of 275, Zhou Guanyu in the green. Who is on Joe? Devlin. Congrats, mate. Lance Stroll in the red and Lewis Hamilton in the chrome. Alrighty, last pack. Hasn't given us too much yet, this box. Let's hope this last pack can give us something. Team principal crack. Another team principal. Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen. Esteban Ocon. And we have another Nightscapes. Good luck. Esteban Ocon in the Nightscapes. I think we hit that out of 50 in the last box. Nice. George Russell in the red and Magnussen in the chrome. Couple of nice cards in the first box. Hopefully this second box is bigger. Alrighty. Alright, we've got 16 packs. Good luck all. Alright, Sergio Perez, Zhou Guanyu, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, George Russell, and in the first backwards card, it's the aerodynamic Maini in the F2, which is Scott Warwick. Not many F2 cards in this product, but there we go. And in the red, Pato O'Ward in the reserve drivers, and Lance Stroll in the chrome. Kevin Magnussen, Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Alexander Albon, and Logan Sargent in the refractor. Behind that, in the Nightscapes, first one of the box, Lance Stroll. In the Nightscapes, Lance Stroll again in the red, and the chrome, Yuki Tsunoda. Vasseur, Hulkenberg again, Perez, Oscar Piastri, and I had a 99, Alexander Albon. In the orange by the looks of it. Jack Doohan for the reserve drivers, and Esteban Ocon in the chrome. Who's on Albon? Allen. Charles Leclerc, Alexander Albon, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Danny Ricciardo. Backwards card is Lewis Hamilton for the inner blur. That's stuck. Oh, yeah, stuck to the red there. They're slippery cards, these ones. Inner blur, Lewis Hamilton. You'll take that. Alexander Albon in the red, and Zhou Guanyu in the chrome. F1 boxes are getting very hard to get at the moment. I have heard that new product will be coming out in the next 6 to 8 weeks, but we'll sit tight and see. Lando Norris, Albon, Magnussen, Max Verstappen, Schwartzman in the reserve, and giving away the name there. Kevin Magnussen in the black. Behind that in the red, Zhou Guanyu. Oh, they're upside down. And in the chrome, Pierre Gasly. Stroll, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, Van Dorn in the reserve, and not sure what we got here. Pierre Gasly just in a refractor there, and behind that in the power packed Lando Norris, the new Red Bull team principal, and Charles Leclerc in the chrome. for the next F1 break, we do have another helmet on the way, and it is an absolute banger. I tempted to keep it for myself, but it is a very nice card. Lewis Hamilton, Zhou Guanyu, Mick Schumacher, Logan Sargent, Drogovic, and behind that in a green, which would be 275, Mick Crack for the team principals, Scotty there, Piastri in the red, and Danny Ricciardo in the chrome. Nearly halfway through the second box. Danny Ricciardo, Stella, Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Charles Leclerc, and we have Carlos Sainz in angle of attack. Nice looking card there. Behind that in the red, Hulkenberg and Toto Wolff in the chrome team principals. Kevin Magnussen, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz, another backwards card there, Zhou Guanyu in the angle of attack. Behind that in the red, Magnussen and Lance Stroll in the chrome. Alrighty, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon in the refractor there. Behind that in the power packed, Pierre Gasly. In the red, Max Verstappen and Jack Doohan in the chrome. Daniel Steen, how are you, mate? George Russell, Valtteri Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Logan Sargent, Zhou Guanyu. Oh, and we have the die cut. Is it? It is a driver. Right hand side driver. Good luck all. Zhou Guanyu in the die cut. Devlin Unsworth. Congrats. Beautiful looking card. There we go. In the die cut. And in the red, we've got Schwartzman, and the chrome is Alexander Albon. Max Verstappen, Sargent, Lando Norris, Bottas, Carlos Sainz, and in the Nightscapes, Nico Hulkenberg again. Bang. In the red, we have Lance Stroll. There's been a lot of Lance Stroll and Pierre Gasly in this box in the chrome. Alrighty, 4 packs left. Can it be nice to us? I want an auto or a patch. Lewis Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, Feynman for the Alpine team principal, Komatsu team principal, Danny Ricciardo, and behind that, saw the name, Max Verstappen in the black. Nice looking card there. Behind that in the red, Pierre Gasly, and in the chrome is team principals. Esteban Ocon, Fittipaldi, Hamilton, Alonso, and Lando Norris in the refractor. Nice. Behind that in the power packed is Yuki Tsunoda. In the red, Logan Sargent and Oscar Piastri in the chrome. Two packs left. Come on. Please be nice to us. Sergio Perez. Pierre Gasly. Looks like we've got a purple coming up. Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris. It is a sideways. It is out of 75. Good luck. It is Sergio Perez in the purple. Behind that is out of 275 in the green. Kevin Magnussen. Lando Norris in the red. And Hulkenberg in the chrome. We got 2 numbered in one pack there. Alrighty, last pack. Not a patch. Can we get an auto? We got team principals. First 2 cards. Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen. I'm not sure what that card is. Esteban Ocon. What have we got here? It is a backwards. Logan Sargent in. Oh. I'm not sure what that one is. It's not numbered, but we'll take it. Who's on Logan Sargent? Graham Hobbs, congrats. We'll find out a little bit more about that one. Alexander Albon in the red and Pato O'Ward in the chrome. No autos, unfortunately. Go through some of the numbered cards and hits in the break. We got Esteban Ocon in the Nightscapes, Joe Guanyu out of 275, Max Verstappen in the refractor, Hulkenberg out of 75, Giovinazzi 275, Lando Norris Nightscapes, Pierre Gasly out of 75. Possibly, mate. We might look at it in the future. We're gonna get some more people in here at the moment, but hopefully one day, mate. Logan Sargent. Kevin Magnussen 275. Sergio Perez out of 75. Lando Norris in the refractor. Max Verstappen in the black. Hulkenberg in the Nightscapes. Team Principal Crack out of 275. Lewis Hamilton in a blur. Alexander Albon out of 99. Lance Stroll in the Nightscapes. And in the 2 out of 25, Kevin Magnussen in the Nightscapes at Las Vegas. Beautiful looking card. And Zhou Guan Yu in the die cut. Thank you all for joining. As I said before, the next break we will have a mini helmet up for grabs, and it is an absolute banger of a helmet. Well, when it arrives, it should be today or tomorrow. We'll get that up and see who can win it.